Resume trends come and go, and that was especially true in 2020. So much in our world changed, and that included the job search process. So if you're still using an old resume in 2021, it could actually seriously impact your chances of scoring an interview. Even if your job experience and skill set has stayed the same, there are several different ways that you can update your resume for 2021 and beyond. Hi, I'm Allison, one of the team members here at JobScan. We're trusted by over 1 million people worldwide to help them land more interviews and more job offers, thanks to our incredible technology. Today, we're talking about 11 ways that you can update your resume for 2021 and beyond, from how to address the pandemic, career gaps, new skills that you learned from remote life, and a few modernizations that can help you stand out from the competition. We are covering it all. Let's dive on in. To start out, you're gonna wanna consider updating your resume's design and format because old templates can be kind of clunky, difficult to read, and not easy on the eyes. Newer templates are all over the internet and can help you come across as more modern, streamlined, and easy to digest. Next up, we suggest using a hybrid resume format. These days, we know that recruiters spend about 6 to 7 seconds analyzing your resume. That's not a lot of time, and you have a lot of experience to share. So with the hybrid resume format, you're going to share your top skills and abilities right at the top, which can help recruiters realize that you are the candidate that they've been looking for much sooner. And that's why we recommend it as the most modern option for resume formats. In March of 2020, remote working skills became wildly desirable by companies around the world. So you're gonna wanna highlight how your remote skills stack up to the crowd. Do you have experience working with the Google Suite, project management tools like Asana, Trello, or Workfront? You're gonna wanna make sure that you list those, particularly if they're mentioned in the job description. More and more companies are choosing to stay remote or partially remote, so it's important that you highlight these special skills and tools that you've picked up over the past year. On a similar note, don't feel like you have to gloss over your time during the pandemic. Highlight the efforts that you made during that very challenging time. Did you take the opportunity to learn new skills and strengthen your abilities? Did you step up to the plate and help your company through a really hard time in the business? Or maybe you decided to branch out and learn an entirely new skill set or career. All of those things are worth mentioning and can show how resilient and determined you are to succeed even through the most challenging times. Tip number 6 is to replace your objective statement with a resume summary. Chances are, if your resume is about 5 years or so old, then you probably still have an objective statement hanging about. This used to be very popular on resumes, but has since not been the best choice. A resume summary, on the other hand, can actually give a better, more comprehensive snapshot of who you are as a worker, highlighting those key skills and really helping you catch that recruiter or hiring manager's eye. Next up, I want you to consider adding some action words into your resume. These days, the job market is competitive, and so you need to stand out from the crowd. Recruiters are reading hundreds of resumes a week, and so if your resume is in a passive or less engaging tone of voice, they might get bored and move on. So I want you to consider using words like ideated, amplified, or spearheaded. And make sure that you're scanning the resume for some passive voice and words that you might be using so that you know where it might be a good idea to replace it with a more active and engaging tone. Tip number 8 is to start your resume with a headline. We all know the power of a compelling headline in 2021. So I want you to take a minute and think about how would you describe yourself in your career in 10 words or less. Figure out the best way to grab a reader's attention and encourage them to want to learn more about you. This probably will take a little bit of practice and a few different options, but it can really make a big difference in catching and keeping a recruiter's attention. If it's been a little while since you last were applying for jobs, chances are there might be some outdated phrases in your resume. You're gonna wanna go through and look for these and remove them. Maybe it's an industry terminology that's evolved over time, or just some resume practices like references available upon request. You're gonna wanna remove phrases like that and instead replace them with keyword-rich phrases that will not only appeal to the recruiters, but also appeal to the ATS. Tip number 10 is to add measurable results to your resume. Job searching is so competitive in 2021, and so it's important to stand out in any way that you can. Providing specific, measurable results about your work history can help you do that. Instead of saying something like, grew traffic and improved conversion rate, try saying doubled organic sessions and improved conversion rate by 20%. This provides specific, measurable examples of the work that you're capable of completing and how it might be relevant to this new position. Tip number 11, last but not least, is to optimize your resume for applicant tracking systems, or ATS. I don't want your resume to get lost in the shuffle of hundreds, if not thousands, of other resumes. So to do that, you need to make sure that it's optimized to best be filtered by ATS. How to do that, you might ask? With JobScan. Simply upload your resume and the job description, and in a few moments, you'll be given an in-depth report on the exact areas to update to improve your chances of getting an interview and a job offer. That's all for now. If you learned something today, would you head on down and give us a thumbs up to let us know, and leave us a comment with which of these tips was the most helpful for you as you're updating your resume for 2021. If you're looking for more information on this topic or to use the JobScan tool for yourself, all the links are down in the description box below. Catch you on the next one.